Hello, and a very warm welcome back to your fertility counselor. I'm not sure whether you ever had this, but I was walking with my dear friend Nicole yesterday, and we were having such an incredible, great, and deep conversation. And we're asking ourselves some questions. And when you find yourself in a deep conversation with one of your friends or with a person that you really connect with, time just flies and you are just coming back from that conversation feeling so fulfilled and just so happy, and the heart is just like beaming and there is just so much lightness around it. And so this episode today is all about coming from a quiet moment, but also coming from having a great conversation with a dear friend. So sit back and relax and can't wait to get started.
Hello, and a warm welcome to my podcast show, Your Fertility Counselor. I'm your host, Tanya Fessler, and together we will dive into all things fertility, offering support, expert insights, and practical evidence-based advice for anyone navigating their fertility journey. So grab a cup of tea and make yourself comfortable. Let's get started.
So, as I said, today's episode comes straight from a quiet moment, not in a clinic and not in a session, but from a walk. I'm currently in Tasmania. It's absolutely gorgeous, adventurous, and just so beautiful. Nature is just amazing. And I was walking with my dear friend Nicole, and we found ourselves talking about this feeling, this deep sense of calm. So Nicole was sharing how she was sleeping so well and how she was feeling in this moment, the kind where your mind isn't racing, your body feels settled, and you are just here. It's no yesterday and there is no tomorrow. It's just all about the now. And we're surrounded by nature, spending time offline, having meaningful conversations, watching our boys laugh and play freely. And something in us has softened. And then the question came up, how do we take this feeling back with us into the messy, noisy, demanding parts of life? Because let's be honest, life doesn't stay like this. So today, I want to explore how we can hold on to these quiet moments even when life becomes stormy again. There is something important to understand. These moments of calm are clues. They show us what our system feels like when it's regulated, safe, and present. But often we treat them as something external. This place is peaceful. This holiday is why I feel this way. And while that's partly true, the deep truth is the calm already exists within you. This environment simply made it easier to access it. So the question shifts from how do I keep this to how do I return to this? So we will be talking about some tips that we came up during the conversation. It's really like anchor the feeling and not the place. While some of you maybe can go back to a beach or a favorite place of yours and call in that feeling, the exact feeling you had then, which is absolutely amazing too. There are people who wouldn't connect the feeling with a place, but maybe with something else. And when you are in a moment like this, most people just enjoy it and move on. But what if you paused and captured it internally? So ask yourself, what does this calm feel like in my body? Where do I feel it? What thoughts are present or absent? And maybe your shoulders are relaxed. Maybe your breathing is slower. Maybe your mind feels spacious. This is your internal blueprint for calm. Because later, when life gets loud and you can come back to this, not by recreating Tasmania in my case, but by reconnecting to the state. Even 60 seconds of recalling and embodying, it can shift your nervous system. Number 2, create micro moments in everyday life. Here is where people get stuck. They think I need a holiday to feel like this again. But the truth is, you don't need more calm. You need more intentional pauses. Think of this as bringing Tasmania moments into ordinary days. 3 conscious breaths before opening your laptop, or sitting in your car for 1 minute before stepping into the house, feeling the warmth of your coffee instead of rushing through it. These are small, almost invisible moments, but they are powerful because they interrupt the constant doing and bring you back into being. Calm is not found in big escapes, it's built in small returns. And number 3, accept that storms will come and that you can stay rooted. This is perhaps the most important part. The goal is not to create a life without chaos. That's not realistic. The goal is to remain connected to yourself even when things feel upside down. Think of it like this. You can't stop the storm, but you can deepen your roots. There will be days of overwhelm, moments of fear, frustration, or grief, especially on a fertility journey. But if you've practiced returning to that inner calm, you won't get lost in that storm as easily. You'll remember, I know this place within me, I've been there before. And that changes everything. So if you're listening to this and life feels calm right now, pause and take it in. Anchor it with a really deep breath, not just as a nice moment, but as something you can carry with you. And if life already feels stormy, know this. That quiet place you're longing for, it hasn't disappeared. It's still there, waiting for you to return. So I hope this episode was helpful to you today as a little reminder or something new to be introduced in your life, whatever it feels. I continue my travels through Tasmania and I soak it in every single calm moment that I get. I burn it into my CPU and I fill my heart to the brink with all these wonderful, lovely conversations with our friends. So, spreading that out to you wherever you are, just to let you know, you are not alone. If there is any topic, anything that you feel it would be helpful to have a conversation, to take a deeper dive into, please let us know. We are always, always interested to bring good content and helpful content to our listeners. So until next time, I'll see you there and feel that calmness, fill your heart, and lots of love. Bye for now and see you next week.
Thank you for joining me on this episode of the Fertility Counselor podcast. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. If you need support or have any questions, reach out to us via email at inquiries@counselingconnects.com. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Fertility Connects. We'd love to hear from you. If you want to learn more about us and the services we offer, head to www.fertilityconnects.com. And if you're looking for support beyond fertility, visit www.counselingconnects.com. Take care and we'll see you in the next episode.